Hi, welcome to Jackie Burns Creations. I am doing a McKenzie Child Inspired Wreath. This is for Christy Creates and her Chic for Cheap. I'll get that right. Chic for Cheap. Anyway, Christy is such a doll. You need to go check her channel out. She is a great crafter. So I've got an 18-inch wreath here, and I'm wrapping it with some ribbon I got from Amazon. It's a burlap ribbon with a checked gingham side or a buffalo plaid sides. Just so I can get a good base on there to glue my florals onto. Okay, now this is what I'm getting inspired by, is this wreath from McKenzie Child in the spring catalog. I didn't have any wide blue checked, but I figured the burlap and the checked would work good. I did have some smaller blue check that I'm going to be using in there. But I got these at Michael's, and they were regularly $9.99, and I picked them up for $4. It's a pretty good bundle of geraniums, and I really like this red color. It's a nice deep red. So I tore it all apart and took the flowers off in one pile and the leaves off in another pile. And I'm gluing the leaves on. They're doubles, so they glue on nicely to give me a nice base. Getting some single ones and filling in some spots. Now I've got this new overhead arm that I can shoot from above. You let me know if you like the view of it. Sometimes I know I get out of camera getting it too close, and I'm trying to work it over on the side and the top so you can see a little better. And see, that's a little bit out of camera range. So anyway, I'm popping in some of the florals in there in between the leaves. I think this was 2 stems that I used. I think 3 stems of the leaves and 2 stems of the florals. But I still had a good amount of florals and leaves left over, which I'll probably do another project. Now, they showed a little something else in there, so I put these little leaves in there just to give it a little bit different texture, made it stand out a little bit. I just showed you that this is the ones that come from Dollar Tree. Okay, I took some of the burlap ribbon and I folded it over and over and over until I got the right amount. And I think I'm using 5 of them. And I'm putting them together. Oh, and I'm making a bow, just a simple bow where I wrapped it around. I'm taking some paddle wire and going down the middle, did a little snip on each side. And you're thinking, wow, this isn't a very big bow, but it'll be better, I'll promise you. I'm adding more to it later on. So I got to figure out how to get that angle in there just a little better so I don't get the top of my head. Okay, so I folded these in half and then I scrunched them a little bit. Now I'm popping them in there to give a little bit of texture to the wreath. Oops. Didn't want to stay. Don't mind me. I'm not a professional florist. Only play one on YouTube. Now I got this red striped ribbon at Michael's. And I'm going to make a red striped one to go along with the burlap ones. I don't know why I didn't really check. I thought this was a wired one, but it's not. But it worked out for what I needed it for. I just ordered online and picked it up, so next time I go out, I'll have to look for some wired. I have to look for some blue checked wired also. The blue checked in McKenzie Child is called royal checked, and the black and white is called courtly checked. Now, when you don't have the ribbon you want, you make your own. So this is the small, well, problems. The small blue and white gingham. So I'm just going down the red striped and creating my own ribbon. Hey, we're crafters, we're innovative. And I made a nice simple bow, and I'm gluing it onto the burlap bow. Putting a few dovetails on those tails, and there I'm wrapping this around the back. Giving it a good tight wrap. Just wrapping it and tucking it away for right now in case I need it later. Oops, came out. Glue it back. I'll put this on my front door later, but I'm still enjoying my daffodil wreath. If you haven't seen it, go back and look at it. It's gorgeous. Now I'm making a long hanger with a bow and some tails up above. Just made a big loop and I'm wrapping some of the ribbon around it to make the center part. I just glued this up at the top, and you can see the picture of the McKenzie Child. And I decided I don't need the wire, so I'm just going to tap it down and glue the hanger on. Now here it is all done. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. I might shush it up a little bit more and put some of the blue ribbon in there, or see if I can find some blue ribbon. I think it came out pretty good. Looks very kind of summery, 4th of July, patriotic-like, doesn't it? But chic for cheap. Oh, by the way, the one in the McKenzie Child catalog, it was like $248. And this one cost me maybe $9. So under $10 anyway. So come back and see me again really soon. I appreciate you, and go out and spread some kindness. Bye for now.